Hey y'all, happy 2026, and I guess we decided to keep doing this shit because we're back. And I just realized one of my wristbands is off of my hand. I have no idea how that happened. I literally don't have any idea. But yeah, we're back. We decided to continue doing the podcast. Sorry, it's been a little bit, the holidays and work and everything that goes on in life. It's kind of derailed the podcast for a little bit. We will try to record at least once, twice a month. That's the goal. Um, I don't think Evan and I will, or Cyrus will ever get back to doing it every week, once a week, because life, as Kevin loves to say, be lifing.
Hyphen. Yeah, it was.
So, but hey,
I mean, we probably could do it when it's like warmer out or
yeah,
something, but like
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
right now, Cyrus is doing his thing, being the best Phil Jackson he can. You're, reliving the women's basketball practice facility days,
ah, great
and like
days.
I'm just trying to be able to walk again. So,
Yeah,
you know,
how's that going? Because like you posted a couple of good videos. Yet that foot is moving pretty good.
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, we're running on the Alter G treadmill now, so that is good. We're running at like I was able to get to like 80% today. So like every time I go
Nice.
in there, I go twice a week, and every time I've gone in there, they put me on the treadmill for 5 minutes running. So we're gonna keep on keeping on. The heel still not going up all the way when I try to lift it on its own, but we're slowly making progress. They're beating the shit out of me. So
So does that mean by like September when we go to Charlotte and then do the High Rocks, you're gonna be able to run?
I mean, well, number one, I'd hope I'd like to be able to do both. We'll see if we'll be able to do both. Uh
I won't be able to do both because I'll have a legit 5 week old.
Yeah.
yeah.
So I won't be going anywhere in May. I can do September, but May I'm gonna be
Oh
hunkered
yeah.
down.
Well, don't we have graduation in May for a certain someone?
Yes, we
Yes, we
do, and
do.
we do have tickets.
Okay.
We discussed this. I told him
Really?
how we were upset that we weren't invited last year. Um, and then I made the joke that I'm gonna throw him a beer as he's like walking across the stage, so he can like or get two and just clap him like Stone Cold. And his mother looked at me and he goes, Merritt, you could do that after he gets his diploma.
He could do
I,
that after he gets his
I was like, I'm just gonna throw it up to him. I just want to give him a chance. This
I think he should be able to do it during the ceremony. That's just me
I
personally, though.
I think he should too. That'd be
Yeah,
fucking
just me personally.
hysterical.
Yeah, that would be incredible. But we'll see. Every day is a new day, so we're keep on keeping on out here.
Yep, we're here. Um, well, I'm happy, Kevin. I'm happy to hear your Achilles is doing better. Um,
I'm happy to hear that too, because I was the one that caused it, so I'm happy to hear
yeah,
that.
fucking Cyrus over here trying to and then I was the one that was telling him, no, you didn't do anything bad. Like he literally sending me pictures. I'm like, dude, just ice it. Like you'll be fine. And then 2 days later, yeah, so I ruptured my Achilles. Oh shit. That took a turn for the worst.
The worst.
Like, wow, okay. Um, yeah, that made me feel great.
Uh,
Well, hey, happy to be back with you guys. How's everyone's 2026 going so far?
Busy.
Yeah.
yeah, it's been, with the up and down roller coaster of some snow in the Northeast,
Dude.
then it with a little bit of really, really cold days, and then today it's like 55. So
Oh, see, it was like 40, it was like 35 today here.
yeah, it got up to like 55 at around like 1 o'clock. When I got out of PT, I was like sweating because I'm like, oh, I don't need all my layers that I'm wearing right now. But
Ain't
you
that the
know,
best?
yeah, I'm just trying. I was reading something online saying that like in like 17 days, the sun will be setting like another 20 minutes later, like each
Yeah.
week,
We
which I can't wait because fuck the winter. I hate the winter.
we just gained like in the past day, past couple days, the Northeast gained like 40 extra minutes of daylight.
I
Yeah, I noticed that.
love
But
that.
see, to me, I'm like, I love winter because my body's legit built for the cold. I just wish it wasn't so dark so early, and when it gets to the summertime, I hate how light it is out until like 8, 9 o'clock at night. I'm like, yeah, no, 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 no. I want to be in bed. So it can stay light till like 7:30, and then that's perfect to me.
Mhm.
Dark by 8, lights out by like 7:30, finally out by 8, perfect.
Right.
I know that is gonna piss off so many people because they all
Yeah,
love the fucking
because
summer.
I fucking hate the freaking winter and I love the summer. It makes my life so much happier.
I don't have so much a problem with the winter. I just have a problem with the snow. I don't mind the cold weather because I'm not. I could wear a jacket. I'm just not a big. I'll wear layers than a jacket. I'm just not a big heavy jacket person wearing. But when I got my 49er starter hoodie, yeah, of course I will wear it. But but yeah, I can't. I don't know, man. And it's just no. I hate. I don't like the snow. I hate the snow. Really do.
Yeah, come to New Hampshire and fucking deal with it. You guys have nothing down there.
I know. That's why I'm saying like you. I, I fear.
The worst
I
part
feel you.
now is that it got warm enough where it melted, but not warm enough or long enough for it to melt everything. So there's still snow and then it froze and now it's icy. It's like, oh, that's the worst. But we could digress. We could talk about weather because we're old men now, and that's what old men do, is talk about the weather. But let's talk about some. Oh, what we got? So, Kevin, can you explain why you have an Aggie shirt on?
So this is one of my Depop binging moments.
Oh boy.
And oh my God, it did that thing again. So I must have done something to where my camera will just zoom in on me when I'm moving. So I'll stop moving. But I digress. So I've been going on some binging exhibitions on the Depop app. So one of my things for those of you that are listening or watching, one of my favorite things to do now is to go on the hunt for team issued apparel.
Ooh.
So this was a buy in which I got for a very cheap price, and it is a long sleeve of the Utah State Aggies
Oh.
Oh,
equipment
oh,
team.
really? Wow.
So yeah,
It's
I
different.
got this different, which is what I am out here finding. So if you have fun stuff on Depop, which I will probably wear on the next couple times when you see this, so probably in the
You
rate
have
we're
so
going,
much stuff from Depop that you can go
at the
wear.
rate that we're going, I'll probably good be good till June. Um, but I'll tell you,
Maybe till next
actually, you know
Christmas.
what? Actually, you know what? Not even gonna tell you. I was gonna give you a hint on one of the things, but I feel like I might as well just leave it as a surprise,
No, you
because it
gotta leave
hasn't
it.
arrived yet. But yeah, so this is what
Is
I've been
it
rocking.
can we get, is it a college gear? Is it pro gear?
So all of the stuff that I have been purchasing have been team issued from a college.
Okay. And how do you go about like what is your search technique? Are you just typing in team sponsored? Like what are you doing?
I just write team issued apparel, and that's
As
it.
I as he says this, I'm typing it into Depop right now as we're
Yes.
talking.
Yep.
Um,
And you just kind of find all sorts of things. Recently found like an Alabama baseball shirt. I found a Wake Forest hockey polo. A
dude,
lot of the
there's a
things I will say, a lot of them that I find are all polos. I'm actually in a negotiation right now with someone who has a University of Memphis apparel with the 1 cent logo on it. Cyrus, I know you
ooh.
know who that is.
Really?
Yes. I
Wow.
actually I'm not gonna lie, Cyrus, spoiler alert, I was gonna be in negotiations with one of them because I felt like you would really love it. But his asking price is just a lot. But if I can get it down, you might have a present sent to you, sir.
All right.
So
I like that.
I will keep you posted because I'm looking at it, I'm like, God damn it, this is a Cyrus Johnson Jr. outfit right now, and I can feel it. But yeah, that's what I'm wearing. Sorry to take up all the spots, but
It's
first up,
okay.
Merritt.
It's all right. It's all right.
Merritt, I feel like I definitely know that shirt you're wearing
Oh
because you've
yeah,
worn it on a
I've worn.
podcast, but I really want to emphasize the background of our screen now because
I
it
know.
looks like our previous background that we had when we were back in Long Island, New York. But
It
I love this background. You need to do like an MTV Cribs tour of it at some point because I
it'll
liked it. It's nice.
it literally will take 2 seconds. Like Cyrus and I were talking about it before that we recorded. So my office is oddly set up. And as I'm going through the house, like I'm realizing the wall that was behind me was actually never there originally. So
Okay.
they added on the walls here to expand this closet because my desk is sitting in a closet, to be completely honest. Like you could, if you were in here, you could be like, see these right here are where the doors were, everything.
Mm.
So this is this wall here, that wall there. Kevin, you moved again. That was fucking
No, it
weird.
was freaking as fuck.
Stop
I caught
doing
I
it
it.
on the
don't know
corner of my
what to
eye.
do. Was just trying to have a sip of fucking water, and it's gonna keep doing that. So I
That's
will
so
not
funny.
drink any water
So funny.
for the rest of this
So
fucking podcast.
so the door used to be right where the bookcase is right
Right.
now. It is now over there.
Oh,
And because my daughter's room is going to be in here, right behind this wall.
oh,
So I'm not going to go into her room to go into my office. That's just stupid. So moved a door, added a door. I spent all weekend painting, all of this. I still have a lot of work left to do for it, but yes, I was able to finally start putting it together. So I have my bookcase, which still I need to figure out how I want to set it up. But I
Yeah.
got some great pictures over here. Got my shoes. Um, Probably my favorite picture right now is one my dad gave me. Is up at the top and it's blurred out from the light because I literally I've added two new lights in here. Like I've done great things. But it's opening day of the 2004 MLB season when the Red Sox, after they broke the curse, my dad and I were at the game. So he has a picture of it and our ticket stubs in there. So he gave it to me because he moved out of his office down here and he gave it to me. So I put it up and now it's displayed. And yeah, it actually feels comfortable in here now. It doesn't just feel like a bunch of shit tossed in and it feels like an office, which is great.
I like that. I like that.
All right. Shall we start talking about sports and all the other shit that we always talk about?
Yeah, let's do
Or
sure.
did we talk about anything? I don't remember. So bowl season's nearly done. It's underway. When I started writing this, it was like last week. Um, Really, the biggest surprise to me is that Miami is actually in the title game. I did not have them on my bingo card to actually make it this far. I was rooting for Old Miss all the way.
I'm not gonna lie, I was rooting for Ole Miss too because I
So was
just
I.
would love for them to just continue to stick it to Lane Kiffin on just keep
Oh,
winning
Yeah.
because you're not here. But Miami had to, run in the end zone at the end. Very good game. I will say that was a great game. And then, of course, we got the stinker of the Oregon Indiana game, which it's really interesting that we're going to see Miami play the national championship in their
home,
technical home stadium.
yeah. They were saying I think Indiana has to travel like 1,000 miles or something, and Miami doesn't have to go anywhere. I'm like, that's kind of sucks, but I'm also not too worried. I'm pretty sure Indiana's gonna wipe the
Yeah.
floor with
I
them
mean,
and not even make it close.
well, Indiana's had that. Indian plus Indiana's had that the whole season. They've had games they've had to go away across the country. I'm pretty sure they're used to it by now, by at this point. So I think they'll be all right.
Yeah, and
They're
they
just
just
too hot. They're too hot right now.
oh my God, they're the rate that they're going and how they're playing is just unreal. I love it. So, uh, as everything on my computer just freezes. That's fun. Um, cool. Then biggest news out of the NFL is Tomlin
Yeah.
today announcing that he is no longer going to be coaching for the Pittsburgh Steelers, but he was not fired nor released. So the only way he's going to coach in 2026 is if he gets traded or the Steelers and the Roonies decide to release him from his contract so he can go sign anywhere. But why do
Well,
that? Keep him
yeah.
and
Yeah.
trade for him and get him maybe a draft pick or something out of it. It's like the
Well, they have behind what I found out is they also have a thing what they call it like compensation. Like they could release him and then get compensation for him. Or they can or but not release him, rephrase it. They can let him go sign with another team and then get compensation on the back
yeah,
end of it. So
yeah,
it's
there
not so much a trade, but like to they reserved his coaching rights.
yes, but they do have to if you wanted to get him right now, you have to trade for him.
Now you do, yes.
Yeah,
Now, yeah.
yeah. So, Kevin, because you are the lone Steeler fan out of the three of us, how do you feel about this? Like, what does this make you? How does it make you feel?
First things first, want to thank Mr. Mike Tomlin for 19 years of incredible service being the Steelers head coach, the fourth head coach in third, I'm sorry, third head coach we'll be looking
Hmm.
for a fourth. Um, so my first thought is, holy shit, did not see that happening. But, the way I look at it is, you can only continue to take mediocre teams to the playoffs every so many times where you're just gonna end up getting beat by whether it's the team is just other team is just a lot better than you or you're gonna get outcoached by them. Which kudos to Tomlin. I know they talked about on ESPN today where like think about the last 7 years that the Steelers have went to the playoffs. Those teams had no business being in the playoffs,
Hmm.
but he took them there.
Right.
Hmm.
And they got beaten by an average of 21 points every single time that they went in there. So, you know, the fact that he was been able to do that all those years, he's never had a year under 500. That's
Always had a
something.
winning record.
Yeah.
Yeah, never had a losing record. So, but I think this is really good for the Steelers for the fact that this is a way for them to really start anew. So, like, we've been going through it for the last couple of years, ever since Ben retired, trying to flopping through coordinators and quarterbacks. With Tomlin gone now, you can truly, really start over and really get the ball going and try and elevate the team to the next level because the Steelers have been where they have been for the last 10 years. They've been the team that, oh, okay, they're gonna probably get some wins during the regular season, but they'll probably be out by the middle of the playoffs, unfortunately. So, but I think this is a good thing. I don't know why Cyrus is laughing,
Because
but
your camera did it again.
I can't even
You
tell.
didn't move your
I don't know if
hand.
there's a setting on here for all my Zoom people. My camera just decides to move when I move. So I don't know. Maybe I'll just do this. Hold on. Ready? We're going to let's do that because that'll be a lot easier. So we don't get
No,
that anymore.
No,
just keep
no
No,
doing.
it's
camera.
okay.
Go back to your
But
camera. Go back to
but
your camera. Go back
hold
to
on.
your
I'm still
camera.
talking about my
Uh,
Steelers.
okay,
So,
and then go back to your camera.
yes. So like I said, this is a nice way for us to start out fresh, get a head coach in. I honestly don't know who we would go after because that would be really interesting to go after John Harbaugh, the Ravens head coach. But I don't think that's the type of thing that Steelers would do. But we'll see what happens. And
I,
I'll turn
I,
my camera back on, and then when it moves again, I'll turn it right back off.
Oh my God. Yeah,
but
I
I
agree.
mean, honestly, I told somebody today, and I said, if you really think about it, his last 7 or 8 years after Big Ben left, he really didn't have like a quarterback. He flipped. Who was the other guy get with other than Mason Rudolph that was behind under center after Ben Big left?
You had Kenny Pickett. You
Hmm.
had was it Landry Jones from Oklahoma? Does that name sound like
For I know, yeah,
Yeah.
he had him from
familiar?
one season. Yeah, go ahead.
Yup,
There was
him. Um, I'm pretty sure. Didn't we try Mike Vick as a quarterback one year too, or was
Yes,
that?
you had Vic.
yes,
You had
Yeah, we
Vic.
had Mike Vick for a little bit.
he had
It's just,
Trubisky.
yeah,
Had Trubisky.
Trubisky. Like, we've had a bunch of freaking people try to take over the quarterback, and we haven't really found anyone. Like, Aaron was decent this year, but with our anemic offense, he can't do what he does. But, and I
And
wouldn't, Aaron is old too,
and
so,
and that was my point to him. Like they're like those years that they had, and I forget who the GM was after before Khan, but that guy did him no service whatsoever, not going out and getting him a legit quarterback. Like
right.
they did him no service whatsoever. Had they got him a decent quarterback, he went what? He went 500 or a little bit better to get in the playoffs his last what 5 6 years. Had you gotten him a above average quarterback, I think he makes a little noise in the playoffs. He might not have won the Super Bowl, but he might have made a little noise. I think that would have been fair, but they didn't do that. I could see somebody leaving at that point. I mean, 19 years and this is what I got to deal with. I could just go home, collect a check, and be an analyst for a year, and then decide what I want to do.
Well, now that he's gone, Andy Reid is the longest tenured coach at 13 years.
Isn't it more? Well, that with
Nope.
just with Kansas City, right?
Yep. Just kicked Kansas City.
Okay, all right. I was going to say that. I thought it
Yeah.
was more than that.
Yeah. So there's that. Now we have the NFL playoffs, which are fully underway. Woo! All y'all hated on the Chiefs. Guess who's back? Horrible game. Very much a defensive slugfest, which will probably be the same thing this weekend with the Texans. Um, but then you have the Rams and Seahawks.
Hmm.
You also have the Lions versus the Bears. Oh my. Um,
The Lions
and
don't play.
then, oh, sorry,
Yeah,
not Lions. Bears and Rams. Sorry.
yeah.
Bears versus Rams. And then Bills versus Broncos. And to be honest, I have a feeling that the games on the AFC are going to be better than the NFC games.
I, I mean, I'll be honest with you. I'm a 49ers fan, and everybody's like, "Oh, well, they the guy's going to." I'm like, listen, I mean, if we get past Seattle, I will be ecstatic. I will go to the top of my house. I will scream to the heavens. We have had so many injuries. We are so banged up. Our key players either missing or don't want to show up. Thank you, Brandon Ayuk. Don't want to show up to work. I
Yeah, man, sorry about George. That's a tough one.
Yeah,
Dude,
so I
but
I
mean,
did you
feel
hear
all that pain. I feel
but did you
all of
hear
that pain.
what he did after he found out that he was like not going back in? The guy walked in, he goes, what do you need? And he looked at him and said tequila. And there's a picture of someone walking in with Don Julio's tequila back into the locker room. And apparently Kittle was just sitting there drinking straight from the bottle
I would too.
because you know what? You just ruptured your Achilles. You're done for next year.
You gotta literally wait until that pain. You gotta figure out waiting for that pain to go away. Nothing better than a little bit of Don Julio. I don't
yeah,
know if he had Blanco or Reposado.
I that Blanco baby. But I mean, I like I said, we've done dealt with so much this year. I think the coach staff has done a hell of a job with the players that we've had, and even the backups have gotten hurt. So listen, if we put a fighting chance, we would lose by less than three. Listen, we've had a great season. If we win, we've had an astounding season. If we lose by 30, listen, we had a great season. We went further than we were supposed to. I'm not mad at it.
All right, so what I'm hearing is no matter what you're going to say you had a great season.
At this point, yes. With everything being the way it is, yeah.
Okay. I'm going to still be pissed off if we lose on Sunday.
Well, that's
Um,
that's because your team's expected to do a little bit more with everybody still being there. Of
I
course.
I did not expect this. I was
Yes,
thinking
you
we
were.
would. I no, I thought we would be the sixth seed I thought we would get our asses beat in the first round and say, okay, great building year.
Hmm.
Next year, a couple more pieces, and we are a contender in the AFC
Right.
because teams are getting older, all of that stuff.
Right.
Um, I would never predicted in a million years that the Patriots would be 14-3, um, be number two in the AFC, go have what a horrible game against the Chargers. Even though horrible game, it was just a slugfest defensively. No one could
Hmm.
score. Um, but it's going to be the same thing this weekend. Like the Texans are the number one defense in the NFL. Um, Patriots are top five.
Hmm.
So it's going to be two really great defenses going at
Hmm.
it, which will be great. But yeah, I honestly think the Rams beat the pants off of the Bears. And I think Seattle, unless they just fall apart miserably because of not playing for a week and a half, 2 weeks, I think they win decently over a decimated 49ers team. Um,
What would you think if Sam Darnold if Sam Darnold pulled a Sam Darnold and just
and
fumbled
saw
that game
ghosts and
and
saw
yeah, just saw a
ghosts.
ghost?
I wouldn't be surprised. Just reverting back to his old self. And I know everyone's hyped about Denver, and I know the Bills just lost two receivers
Yeah.
because Gabe Davis tore his ACL
Yeah, that was
or
bad too.
dude. I watched that and I felt horrible for him. Um, I'm gonna give the edge to the Bills, and it's mainly for the simple fact that everyone on that team knows how to play in the playoffs.
Yeah.
I just I have a feeling the Bills are going to pull off an
They're
upset.
due. They're due. I
I
agree with you. I think they're due.
Yeah, I feel the same way with the Bills too. But it just depends on which Bills team shows up. Are they going to be
Right.
like
Yeah.
the one that we got this past weekend, or are they going to be the team that plays the way they play against your Patriots?
Well,
So
which time because they beat the shit out. They came back from 21 points down
that's
and beat us. So
that's what
yeah,
that's I mean, like, you never know. It's gonna be interesting. I'm excited. I feel like for the first time in a long time, like our NFL playoffs are up and it's moving again, and I stopped it. Thank God.
you're good. Don't worry.
I feel like it's because it knew that I was gonna try and take a sip of water, so it literally started to zoom in when I started opening the cap. It was actually really hilarious. But I digress. I like how the playoffs this year, it's pretty much been anyone's ball game,
Yeah.
Yeah.
where like it's pretty much has been as unpredictable as it can be, just like the regular season this year. So
Hmm.
I'll take it. I'll take it.
Well, I
Yeah.
mean, I mean, and the one thing that has happened now, right? If if Buffalo loses by three, and I'm just saying it's not to be funny with everything being the way it is, McDermott's job is safe. If they get the doors blown off of them, you might see a change at coach and staff in Buffalo.
Well, he's been on the hot seat a lot lately, and I do think if even if they lose, there's going to be a strong conversation of what to do. And if it's not fire him, it's do you bring back Dable to be the
Yeah,
OC because
yeah.
Brady's great. Jeff Brady, whatever his name is,
Joe Brady,
the
Joe
Joe
Brady.
Brady, thank you.
Yeah.
He's good, but Dable pulled something out of Allen that no one had ever seen.
Hmm.
So we'll see. Again, we have a lot of football still left to play. There's
Right.
a bunch of games still left. What, five
Right.
games left, technically, 4 games left, whatever the number is.
Yeah.
Um, so 6 games, seven, I don't know. But let's go talk about our favorite team here, that we all can agree on. And that's West Virginia. Um, I'm going to skip football first because that we could talk forever about, and we probably
No.
will. I'm just happy because we, again, 3 years in a row, have beaten Kansas at home.
Hey, I mean, the way the transfer portal is right now, these kids ain't too inclined to be going to all these blue bloods.
Mm-mm.
So, as much as the allure of Lawrence, Kansas is, they're not getting the players like they used to.
They do have the
Nah.
kid that'll probably be the overall number one draft pick in Peterson, and he's
Over
good, but
AJ?
they're saying he's either one or two. Yeah,
All right.
Now,
I
and
mean,
I would say this before we get down that rabbit hole. That's probably depends on who gets the first or second pick.
right.
That's
It's
that's
good.
that's
That's
more
all
yeah
that.
yeah.
But but
true.
again, but he was good. He's good. But the problem with him was he cramps very easily. Has the
Injury
no, he
prone.
has the LeBron issues where he gets
Oh
cramps.
oh,
Yeah, yeah,
no,
and he's got to
those things.
sit down for a little bit. Um, but we played great. I watched the game as I was like painting my office. I was watching it. Um, I was texting Kevin. I know he was probably working when I was texting him because he wasn't responding. So I was just blowing up Kevin's phone with like, "We're winning. We're up.
You don't text me.
Answer me."
Don't text me. I would have answered it. Not you.
Yeah, I was working and I actually had the game on at work because I took control of the TV remote and I was kind of listening in and you know my boss throwing shots to like, oh, you guys gonna like lose this game? And I'm like, I don't know. I mean, this is a different Kansas team and this is a different West Virginia team, and I was very happy to say that we won. So shout out to the team. Honor Huff has been balling. Uh, so we
Eagles
kind of
They've
know
they've been really playing well as of late. So I mean that's really
and they're
they're actually
playing.
playing right now against
They're
Houston.
Yeah. The last I saw, they were down by six, but that was like two
Yeah, it
eight.
was like 8-2.
Yeah, I don't know what the score is now.
It's pulling up now. Oof,
that's
yikes.
I don't know.
We're down by 10.
Oof, that hurts.
I mean, can we expect any different from playing the number 7 team in the nation?
No, I would have
uh,
to say Houston is a rock. They apparently went into Waco and beat the pants off the Bears, in
Yeah.
their professional center. Um,
yeah
Yeah.
the guy that decided to come back
yeah,
after he couldn't hack it anywhere else. Yeah, makes
yeah.
sense.
Even though we got drafted, boy,
Yeah, what a time. That's
yeah.
a whole nother rabbit hole that we can go down.
Oh,
But we'll see. I mean, I've just been trying to take our both basketball teams one day
this.
at a time. Just it's a long season,
Yeah.
and this is where it really shows where you have to, if you're able to hack it or not. The one thing I texted Merritt after the Kansas game,
Mm,
one, we need to get the ball in Honor Huff's hands and let him have the green light every time he gets it. Eagle staff is not as advertised. We need more from him. And there are just some points when I watch us, I feel like we are just a little too small for the Big 12.
Yeah,
So,
but you
uh,
know what?
we'll see.
I was listening to before the game podcast today, and they were talking about their doing their recap, and Honor has, is it 30 rebounds in the past 4 or 5 games. He's
mm,
been averaging higher rebounds. He's getting into there, and they switched it up because everyone was face guarding him,
mm,
right? So he has to shoot quick. So now it's switching it up to allow him to bring the ball up, to be that true point guard, which
mm,
then gives him the opportunity. Can he take you on the dribble, or is he going to dribble handoff? What's he going to so? But they looked good. They were dominant the whole game. There was no point where I felt scared that we were going to lose it, right? There's last year there was plenty of times, the
mm.
year before that there was games where like, oh, we're up, but you never felt comfortable.
Nope.
Yeah.
Even with Kansas up by 4 at half, I was like, this is the biggest lead Kansas had. And that was the biggest lead Kansas had was 4 points. And then we just came out and stomped them. We went on a 22-2 run at one point.
Incredible.
And then of course the next day over in Ames, Iowa, West Virginia women's team takes down Iowa State, which I think was number 7 in the nation for women's. Um, and I love that they beat them. and they showed how, and I don't remember the girl's name. The Everyone loves her on Iowa State. I don't. She's just a big girl.
Audi Cooks.
Yes, she's a big girl and she's very good.
Mm,
But I watched some highlights. She don't move. She does not move. She will post up in that paint, and that's where she stays.
mm,
Even on defense, like they were showing highlights of her playing defense, and girls are just going, foop, foop. Again,
mm.
that's the size of the individual.
Yeah, I mean,
But
also, you can't knock. I'm looking at the stats. 22 points on 8 of 9 shooting, one three-pointer, 5 for 5 at the free throw line, along with 10 rebounds. I mean, if it's just conditioning, you know that she's people are going to work with her to get her into the best shape
Yeah.
ever. So, I mean, the fact that we still beat them though is still amazing.
mm-hmm.
So, if we gotta face her again later on, like maybe in the Big 12 tournament, we got a W on them. I'm looking at the stats here. Yeah, I mean, I, our team definitely plays more players than Iowa
Well,
State because
you
we
you're,
play 10
you're
off. We played 11 the other day.
yeah, but
Yeah,
you
we
got
played across the board.
but the girls team, what I've noticed, the girls team, their pace of play is a little bit more faster than most teams. And I get the reason why a you don't have a tremendously lot of size. So what you do have to play with a lot more pace because you need to get up and down. You need to get to your certain spots without having to have everybody set their defense up and take you out of it, whether you have the size or not. So that's what they're doing now. Sort of like what the guys are doing too. I mean, not so much in that sense. They're opportunistic to run, and
Yeah, but
as a
they are the slowest team in the
no,
end
but
in
again,
play
think
wise.
yeah,
Yeah.
but think about it this way, right? Basketball is a game of matchups. When after after once you get into like your conference play and into the postseason. It's about matchups. So, you put Honor at the point guard, you put other shooters or things in place for him to, maximize what he does. And they probably did the same thing with the girls team too as well. Just, you make and you tweak. You go from the preseason that you think your five are the best here in practice. Then you tweak during the middle of the season. Then, the postseason is when you really clamp down to your final 6 or 7 or 8 players. So that's probably what's happening now. Like I said, watching a couple of games, she went deep into the bench for the girls team, but it's more or less just the fact because they want to get up and down the floor. So
And then we've got the baseball season's right around the corner. Remember, we are a baseball school. We are
yes,
no longer a basketball or
Right.
football school. We are a baseball school.
I
Um,
got my shirt to prove it.
let's go baseball. Um, I have no idea. I know they
I don't
started.
even know any damn players. I'm really embarrassed. I'm sorry.
I don't know anybody on the team. But let's talk about the biggest thing, which is the transfer portal with West Virginia.
Whew.
We we have had the most players leave across the country
Hmm.
from our program.
Is that a for real fact right
They
now? Is
were,
that number
I
we're top
believe,
right
we're
now?
either number one or number two. We have
You
46
have to
guys that
be.
have left the
Yeah,
program.
it was a lot. It was a lot.
But if you look at it, majority of those guys were either non-starters or never touched the field.
Yeah,
So you
True.
lost at the end of the day, the biggest loss was your whole running back room, but you brought in studs in the running backs department.
literally brought in a whole new running back crew.
The one that I'm sad about is Jaheim White because I really think he would have been phenomenal in a Rich Rodriguez offense
Hmm.
because of what he brings. But he's going back down with Chad and with Neil in North Texas. He's going to have a great season down there with North Texas. Nico, I love Nico. He stuck it out through the shit of Neil Brown and he beat Pitt twice. Like he's the hero for all of us and we always will
Hmm.
love him.
It's a forever a legend. Forever a
Yep.
Yeah.
legend.
Yes, it
Cam
is.
Vaughn is gone. Cecile Bowers is gone. Like all these guys. Cam Vaughn is going to Miami, where no offense, it's a great spot for him, but he's now going to be turned into Mr. Relevant because he's not going to be the biggest name on the field. He will be,
The,
Hey,
and
there's
that's
nothing
good
wrong
for
with
him.
that.
yeah.
That's good for
Nothing
him
wrong
I
with
was
because
gonna
that
say there's
now.
nothing wrong with that.
because
Yeah.
it it's good for him because he's not going to get the best corner to play on him. He's going to get the second or third best corner, so he's going to get more targets, which helps him maybe get to the next level.
Mm,
Um, but we brought in some decent guys. I know the biggest thing is always we don't, Kevin and I were talking about it one day, and it was like we need to stop bringing in guys that are not, no, not the power four, right?
mm,
We're bringing in guys that are lower level. We have a couple guys from UConn. We have a wide receiver or a kicker or something from UConn. But we're getting one of the best kickers in the country from Alabama.
mm,
He's coming here. We just got two massive tight ends. Now they have good seasons. Eh, they're okay. The
mm.
kid from Mississippi State, he's huge. He's 6'7". That's a massive body.
Right.
So that's great. But the
They got the guy
biggest,
from Clemson, right?
yep, the kid from Clemson. But they
Mm,
also brought in two sets of brothers. One that's a freshman, and one that's I think a junior, and
mm.
he was from Wisconsin. So you have a new corner there. And
No, I think they're
then,
actually both freshmen and then redshirt senior. Redshirt freshman, redshirt senior. Both of
oh,
them.
really?
Yeah.
Well, then
The
you
Hawkins
have
brothers
no, the
from
Hawkins
Oklahoma,
Hawkins brothers
redshirt freshman.
is redshirt freshman for Malik Hawkins, the DB. He was
Okay.
redshirted. And then Michael Hawkins did redshirt, but he has 3 years of eligibility left.
So he's like a junior redshirt.
Sophomore redshirt?
Technically sophomore redshirt. Because remember,
Okay.
your redshirt, if you redshirt your freshman year, you just redshirt. So then you play
Yeah.
your redshirt freshman year,
Right.
your sophomore year. It's
Mm.
so ass backwards. But you bring those two in, and apparently, from what it sounded like, is Rich Rod told Hawkins, he goes, you don't have a starting job. You're not guaranteed to be a starter here.
Mm.
Because we all know Scotty Fox is coming back, and last couple games with Scotty Fox, I really liked watching West Virginia football, even if we were losing, because he had something in him, and I'm excited to see what he does. But you bring in great guys there. You bring in the number one rusher in the country
Mm.
in Cam Cook from Jacksonville State, which we all know Jacksonville State, right? That's where Rich Rod was.
Mm.
You brought in offensive linemen from there. You
One
brought
from
in,
Wyoming, one
yep,
from Kansas State. I think he said
you got a
all
Yukon guy.
UConn one.
Mm.
There's a guy from like a junior college. I think they said whoever they recently brought in, they combined a total of 3 sacks allowed out of all 5 players they brought in,
You
like all across the board.
You bring in a fantastic punter from Colorado State, where I'm looking at the stats on these guys right now. 57 punts last year, roughly 48 yards per punt.
Mm-hmm.
So depending on where you are, it's good punt, not bad, not a great punt.
Right.
13 downed inside the 20 and 23 over 50 plus yards. So
Nice.
he's got a leg because you lost your punter and your kicker this year.
Right.
Um, But yeah, so you're bringing in these guys that are going to be good for you. Where they're going to be really good. Really, at the end of the day, like I'm excited. I can't wait to see what they do. Um, there's plenty of guys still left out there in the portal. We don't know what they're going to do. Um,
We
and
haven't talked
so
about even like the defensive guys yet. They had
the
a lot of
UNLV
people
dude,
a lot of people have been talking about the 6'5" guy from UNLV, Isaiah something. I forgot his name. Forgive
Patterson.
me. And then you also have to remember, um, there a lot of people are talking about this linebacker from Florida Atlantic that we got. They say that he's a really good person on special. Ah, here we go.
90 tackles. Holy
Tyler
shit.
Tyler Stolsky Sr. from Portage, Michigan, played at FAU to W, they say this guy is a stud. And pretty much like they're looking at this guy, if he's someone that is pretty much gonna play your special teams, coming to get a couple tackles here and there in a couple packages,
Mhm.
that's what they're all kind of looking at with this guy.
Oh, and we also forgot to mention somehow we brought a kid from USC,
Yes, big receiver,
Prince
transferred there from
Boise, I
Boise
think.
State.
Yeah.
6'5", I believe he is. 6'5", transferred from Boise, was hidden on the depth chart after he got injured, fell out of the rotation, and which is why he entered the transfer portal. And I guess, hey, we need big people to throw the ball
Hey,
to. So
we remember we signed the number one and number three JUCO wide receivers
Yeah.
in signing day. Plus, all those guys, the only one I don't think actually showed up was Kevin, which kind of sucks. I really wanted him to be at the for spring ball.
Kevin Brown, he's in spring ball.
Is he? Did he? I don't know if he
No,
graduated
yeah,
early. Did he?
there's a video of all
Okay,
the
cool.
upcoming freshmen, and he's like one of the first ones you see.
I see. I didn't see him in the video. Maybe I may have just missed it.
Yeah,
Um,
so they don't interview him, but what you'll see is there is a like a quick clip of somebody sitting down talking to Rich Rod, and there's Kevin Brown right there.
okay, I definitely missed that then. But yeah, it's fantastic. I'm excited for this year. You know, we always say that we're always excited. It's West
We're
Virginia,
always excited.
always excited. Um, but the buzz is feeling more like it used to me. You know, this year, this past season, you're like, okay, this what are we gonna do? What do we got? And up until the Arizona State game, we could have made a bowl game,
Yeah.
and then we lost that one. So it's what it is. But we're close. Um,
Well,
uh,
I would say this too, though, right? I think this also helps him out as far as recruiting on the high school level too now, because now that you see you bringing these players in, you can now say that the talent pool has gotten a little bit bigger and better, and now those guys coming from high school see that, you know, and that could make an opportunity. Somebody say, you know what, I got an opportunity to go to a place that's going to make me a bigger, better player.
yep.
So
Well, now let's just talk about one fun thing before we dive into our actual conversation. Is oh, interesting.
Uh-oh.
that's
Pitt's
interesting.
quarterback left. The kid that transferred from Alabama to Pitt, he's now at UVA.
Hmm.
So
Oh.
guess what? We get to beat his ass twice because on September 19th, West Virginia plays UVA in Charlotte, North
Charlotte,
Carolina
yes.
at Bank of America Stadium.
You said that's
Uh,
September 19th?
yeah,
Okay, that's a good day. I think I should be able to make that, hopefully.
I, you know what? Even if High Rocks is that same weekend, I'm going to go to this game over High Rocks.
I don't see a problem with that at all.
So yes, and one of my friends from work, his boyfriend actually played at UVA.
Get out of here.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's amazing.
yeah. So he's actually Kevin, one of the guys I'm trying to figure out to get him on the podcast to talk with us.
That would be so much fun. We haven't had a guest in a while.
Yeah.
I'll talk with him and see if we can figure that out. Um, he's awesome. I met him first time in June
Nice.
in person, and awesome. I texted my buddy. I was like, UVA, West Virginia, Charlotte. Yes. He's like, because we actually were talking about it. We're thinking of going. I'm like, all right, you go. Let me know because I want to be able to. I want to sit near you guys or at least hang out with you guys a little bit. Um, so that'd be a lot of fun. I'm thinking I'll start formulating a plan in the next couple of weeks because I have to plan so far ahead with a child and coming.
Well, no, which is fair because I also got a plan too. And then if others are gonna come with us, we need to let them know that they got a plan also.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we need to make a plan. Yeah, you're
yeah,
right. Yeah.
yeah.
Yep,
We
Yeah.
gotta make a plan now. It's already
Yeah.
January, so
I know.
like we gotta get
Well,
it
that means
going.
they're gonna start taking money out of my account to start paying for my season tickets again.
Gotta love
I
that.
hate that part.
Oh, I bet.
I just want it for free.
Right?
Well, honestly, I'm not going to be, I probably won't be going to Morgantown this year if we go to Charlotte. So I will
Yeah, I
make,
mean that's what I'm saying.
You'll
If
make
we
it. I
go
was gonna
to,
say you make your money.
I'm going to make all my money.
Yeah, you're gonna
So,
make your money back
yeah,
anyway.
all
I'm excited for that. We definitely will make that happen.
right, I will start planning. Um, all right, Kevin, give us the results.
Oh yes. All right, guys. So if you guys remember the Christmas episode, um,
That
I
recently
let
just came
everybody
out.
know that came out that I finally was able to watch. It was a good episode to watch. I listened to it when I was in the car. So I had Michelle and Christy, part of our team Country Roads Chronicles, watch the episode back and watch and give us the winning results of who are the best gift givers, but they also had superlatives and other rewards too.
Oh, really?
So I'm
Ooh,
Wow.
gonna go ahead and give those first. So first reward is the sweetest gift, which goes to Cyrus for the baby fits included for Merit. So
Oh,
hooray, Merit! Hooray, Cyrus!
oh, thank you.
Amazing. We have they gave a superlative for the most genuine reaction to opening a gift. That went to our producer Andrew. So shout out to you, Andrew. There is a tie for most cohesive with the theme slash matching gear, and that went to myself and Andrew.
nice.
Okay.
And the winner of the Secret Santa is you, Mr. Merritt, uh, for what was they said was best wrapped, both in gift wrap and in packaging tape, and the most thought out for being the for getting all of my teams as a gift, and also according to Michelle said the Knicks wrapping paper put you over the edge to win. So shout
You
out
know,
to Merritt.
that was biased. That was biased. That
So
was
shout
biased.
out to Merritt for the winning the Secret Santa this year.
Cool. Well,
Whee!
that was fun. Honestly, Cyrus, I wear this jacket and the Patriot one all the time. So it was the dopest gift.
I'm continuing to go through all of Merritt's gifts. It will probably take me the whole year. I got them for the whole year,
Yeah,
so I'm ready.
perfect.
I've already worn my Steelers shorts. I wore one of the other t-shirts the other day, so I'm just literally gonna keep going through them.
I love it.
I haven't played ball in a while because they shut the place down that we've been playing other places, but due to coaching my son and other obligation in the high school, I haven't had a chance to really wear it. But I have worn the 49ers starter jacket a couple times when it snowed. So
There you go. There
And
you go.
then we are up to, this is all up to discussion. We have plenty of time before we get there. But we probably should play the next year. We should probably plan it if we want to do what I said to uh this to you and Andrew, Kevin, with the sneakers. Should probably
Oh,
plan it a little bit further ahead of time. People can plan compensation and money wise.
right.
So Cyrus, what it was is
whichever.
these guys posted on Instagram or YouTube, wherever it was,
Hmm.
they do a sneaker swap.
Okay.
Kevin, you're flexing and it pulled in on you. It was
Yeah,
like
I saw that.
insane.
I was like, that's
Um,
wild.
Ah.
and so it's a sneaker swap.
Hmm.
So they buy sweet, like awesome shoes for each other,
Hmm.
and it's a Secret Santa, right? It's
Okay.
still Secret Santa. So I was like, next year. So if we're up to it and we're open to that, we can set a limit
Okay.
of what we will pay.
Okay.
I know last year when we did the jerseys with just Andrew, Kevin, and I, it was like $250.
Hmm.
I'm thinking the same number range for
Right
sneakers
there. Gotcha.
because you could probably find good ones, especially with the how the secret market is literally crashing as we speak. On the
Which I called a long time ago. Kev be the first one to remember that.
but so there's some good options out there. So there's that, or we can
Hmm.
do something
Also,
different.
there was also a request I forgot. It
Oh,
was in the group chat. So next year, to you, me, and Cyrus, that when we open our gifts, we need to unblur our screens because they couldn't see clearly our gifts. So
Oh, okay.
that
All
was
right.
some points taken off on all three of our
Oh,
ends
would you
because of the
excuse me?
fact that they couldn't see exactly what some of us got. So, point noted, we'll make sure we unblur the screens. So,
I will make sure it's unblurred, I
I
promise.
will make sure. Christy Michelle will make sure that is unblurred.
Yeah, I will make sure it's unblurred for you.
yes.
Perfect. All right, so let's dive into this quick because it is 9:20. I need to go to
Yeah,
bed shortly.
Me
Um,
too.
I gotta work tomorrow, unfortunately.
the top five uh, coaching destinations in the NFL. Let's just read through Andrews real quick if anyone
Yeah,
has it pulled up.
I got it up.
you got it
All
up?
right, Kevin, read through Andrews' top five. Yeah, there's five in
All
there.
right.
Perfect.
So I don't so they're not in it exactly. I don't think he has them in order, but if they are in order, we
Yeah,
have
there
first
doesn't need to be an
one.
order to it.
So basically he has first one is Baltimore. He has Atlanta. He has the New York Football Giants, the Las Vegas Raiders, and Pittsburgh Steelers going last. Some of his justifications: Baltimore, obviously, you get Lamar and Derrick Henry. Atlanta, you have a lot of good skill players on that team. New York, you got with the young talent. Vegas with the young talent and a lot of the different high draft picks they have coming, and the Tom Brady factor. And then Pittsburgh, you're talking about uh job security along with some foundational pieces.
I could agree to that. And to be honest, there's no right or wrong answer to this at
Mm-hmm.
all.
Hmm.
It is your personal opinion, but at the end of the day, I would agree to those five or maybe swapping out one for another. But definitely a good list.
Yeah, I mean, there's a couple of them you can put like 5A or 5B, if you're really looking at it that way. Like to your point, man, swapping some other teams out,
Yeah.
because some of them have the same characteristics of what he has on this list, so you could have possibly make that swap if you feel that way.
All right, Cyrus,
Um,
you're the one talking, so you go next.
yeah, it's great. So number one for me is the Browns. Um, Mainly because of what they have as far as talent goes, and the owner is willing to the owner is willing to step out the way and let you coach. He's not like really ready to have a hover over you. Um, Two, I have the Ravens. Basically for the same reasons as Andrew had. Like they have an abundance of talent and everything else. Like I don't, they're basically set up. They just need they just need some foundational issues to take care of. Three is the Titans with the youth
Mm.
that they have and all that, and they just made recent changes in the front office to solidify some stuff to get remove some stuff around. Four, I have the Falcons, mainly because they just have a lot of talent, a lot of youth, and a lot of talent on both ends of the ball. I mean, if they could find somebody to harness that and just stay consistent, I think that'll be great somewhere down the line. And number five is surprised. I made a surprise is the Cardinals. Um, Only because
But the Cardinals, oh yeah, they did fire their coach. I
yeah. So
forgot.
I would say the Cardinals because and again, this is where I look at my 6, 7, and 8 are the Raiders, the Dolphins, and the Giants. So I mean, between those four, you could swap one of them out because one is basically a little bit different from the other. But the Cardinals, I would say, because of the talent they have on offense and defensively, they still have some decent pieces. If you can get them, I mean, we all know that Murray is gone after this year, so if they can go out and get a competent quarterback, they can make some noise. I'm not saying they'll win, but they'll make some noise.
Okay.
I
All
like it.
right. All right, Kev, you want to go next?
Yeah.
All right.
So first ones for me, I'm gonna go with the New York Football Giants. Why? Again, who can deny the talent of having the possibility to coach Jackson Dart, Malik Neighbors, and Cam Scatterboo? They got they got young energy, they got a little bit of spunk to them. And let's be real, like I look at New York as a high risk, high reward type of
Yeah.
team. You able to win in New York, you are pretty much immortalized forever. You lose in New York, you will be ridiculed until the day you
Forever.
die.
Yep.
So I think just that is just and you're in a big city, like that is pretty much the pinnacle if you're able to figure out how to win there. My next one I went was Baltimore, just because I mean Lamar Jackson is still a stud. You still have Derrick Henry. If a coach wants to try and win now, Baltimore would be an option. I followed that up with Atlanta. Very similar reason. You know, you can't deny top running back in Bijan Robinson, Drake London. You still got some, you know, you probably could work on your quarterback, but still got solid pieces to work around. And then fourth, I went with my Pittsburgh Steelers. Again, I agree with Andrew on job security, but also one of the things is that that fan base is they're that's a big fan base that will support you, but you got to also make sure that you handle your business because then they will same thing similar to New York, they will ridicule you if you don't do it right. Just that I would say Pittsburgh is just a mild version of that because you'll probably be able to last 2 or 3 years, if anything. Whether New York, you're gonna last like one or two.
Yep.
And then I put Vegas fifth as a wild card. I agreed with Andrew on that Tom Brady factor. If he is anywhere near something, I mean, you got to put him in contention. They still have great young talent, Brock Bowers, Ashton Genty. You know, they just got to figure out their quarterback situation and everything else. But for a long-term build, I went with the Raiders at five.
Okay. I like that. That's a good list.
I like that.
Um, I'm gonna go with if we're going in the order of, top to 1 to 5, whatever it is.
Hmm.
Um, if it's a win now situation, I am going to go with the Ravens. I'll pick them mainly for the simple fact you have Lamar Jackson, you have Henry, you have Zay Flowers, you have Mark Andrews, and a pretty decent defense that'll keep getting better because Kyle Hamilton is the real deal at that safety position for them. Next, again, if you don't want to rebuild and have to deal with young talent, Steelers are up there mainly for the simple fact that you have pieces in place already. You have TJ Watt, you have Metcalf. You need to figure out what you're going to do with quarterback and running back on the offensive side. Your offensive line is pretty decent at the end of the day for the NFL. Um, Defense itself, it does need to change a little bit. I think they put a lot of money into one player with TJ, which is fine. He is worth the money.
Hmm.
But you did see what happened when he was out for those 2 games. There's a dramatic drop off in talent. So they do need to figure out that side of it.
Yeah.
After that, I am going to switch it up and I'm going to go with the Titans. Too much young talent down there. Um, Downside to the Titans, though, is the owner likes to be involved. We've already noticed that. She holds grudges. She doesn't like doing certain things certain ways. So that would be the only issue you have there. And they got rid of a head coach who literally just got hired this year or a year before because he wasn't doing so well. So
Hmm.
they could be a quick turnaround team. The Giants are 100% up there. Too much talent, like Kevin said and Andrew said, to say no to. Um, if you can figure out what the GM is doing with that team and somehow he survived not getting canned, um,
He's
you're
got some.
you're gonna
He's got
be
some pictures someplace, boy. I
yeah,
tell you that right now. He must got
you're
some pictures.
you're in a good spot for that. You're not going to win right away. You're gonna need to build for at least 2 years before you
Yeah.
even, I would say, sniff the playoffs. So year one, you might win 5, 6 games. Year two, you win 7 to 10. And then after that, you're expected to be in the playoffs every year afterwards and contending. And the last one, I'm gonna, it's gonna sound weird because I hate this team.
You already know.
I'm gonna go with Miami
He's gonna say that.
because of the pieces you have in place. I think Tua's done. He's gone. Ewers looked okay in the games, but there's going to be a lot of players that are going to be available in free agency for the Miami Dolphins to pick up. And again, it's Miami. The appeal isn't the team, it's the weather that you play in majority of the year, the environment you're in. The owner has shown that he will pay. He decided to pay Tyreek Hill a shitload of money for God knows what reason. But you have Jalen Waddle, Achan's down there. You have a good team, and I think they're just missing a couple of pieces and a coach that's gonna be. If they need a coach, they need somebody that's like a Mike Vrabel type coach where players coach, but isn't like Mike Daniels player coach where that guy's probably going out to the strip clubs and the clubs with those guys. So
Yeah.
yeah, that would be my five.
I mean, I wouldn't mind McDaniels as my coach if he's fitting the bill at the club. I mean that.
Oh, Merritt, you made a great point about Miami, because also don't forget the other factor that the no income tax. So
Hmm.
they're gonna make a little bit more money if you go there.
You will have to pay your city tax of living near this. I think in Miami itself, I think there is city tax, but still you have no income tax. Like,
Yup.
It's not bad. So,
speaking of income tax, that reminds me of NIL. Have you seen that some of the teams that have states that are in the states that have no income tax
Using that as a
are
ploy.
using that? So
Brilliant.
all of the Texas teams are using that as a huge ploy to pull players in because they'll make more money.
And a couple of the Florida teams too. I know UCF did that,
Yeah, UCF
and
did that.
USF, I believe, did that too.
yeah.
So
But no one is wanting to go to UCF still.
the struggles is real.
All right, let's do our rants and get the fuck out of here and
All
go to
right.
bed.
Mm-hmm.
All right, who wants to go do their rant first?
I feel like Cyrus always leads us off, so I feel like Cyrus
Cyrus,
do
lead our rant
things.
off. You have a
Unless you're
minute.
not ready.
I'm ready.
All right, three, two, one, go.
This is not so much a rant. I just want to say thank you to Nico and Cam Vaughn for at least giving the team a fighting chance this year. And I know you're going to greener pastures, and thank you for all you've done for university, and hope you do well in your other places that you go to.
Well, that was the shortest one I've ever seen.
Yeah, I'm working on it.
He
All right, hold
hasn't been
on.
he hasn't been bittered and you know
I haven't
felt
been
the
bitter.
nerd.
I haven't been bitter in quite a month, in kind of quite a while. Hold on, let me get my
How
stopwatch.
made to feel like life is amazing, and then the rug pulled out from underneath you because your football team decides to lose 7 games in a row. Um, Kevin, you got one ready?
Uh,
I was gonna say you go first.
Okay, I
I
can
got
go
him.
whenever.
You got him. You got him, Cyrus.
Yep.
Count me
Four,
in.
3, 2, 1.
My big rant right now is really just focused more on the football team. Right, we are at a turning point of what can be really good or really bad. Um, And I really do hope that we brought in the right players. Like Kevin and I have talked about in text messages on our own, like in the as a group, we need to start pulling players that are power five, not these, or power four rather, and not just the UConns and the Colorado State players that are good, but are they efficient? Are they good for this team? We need to start attracting these bigger name players. We have the money to do that. I really hope that in the next couple of weeks they pull a couple big studs out of the woodwork somewhere that are going to come in and help this team because I really do want to see a team that goes to a bowl game and has a fighting chance in the Big 12, especially if this is going to be a year for them to do good. All
About a
right,
minute. I'm a little over a minute. You good? I
mm,
got you. I got you, Kev.
well,
Nice.
I got your time because you only went for 25 seconds. So,
Yeah.
All
Just let
right.
me know when you're ready. 2 and 1. All right, guys. Country Roads rant on my end. I'm gonna go basketball, and I just want to say We just need to be able to honor the Huff. Honor the Huff. Give him the ball and let him shoot it. Because if there is a chance that he gets the ball's going to go in, and we drastically increase our chances to win the game. So please continue to give him the ball. You know what they say, shooters shoot, continue shooting. And I hope we can get some magic. I really hope my goal for you guys, for our men's basketball team, is to please get us back into March. I miss watching March Madness without with you guys. Like I'd love to watch March Madness with my home alma mater there in the tournament. So please, it is January 13th at 9:36 p.m. The goal is for Dub V to be in Selection Sunday, going somewhere to play. Incredible. Did I get it on the money?
And now you like like 10 seconds over, but you're all right though.
You,
Like
you
you
can
like
you can give us the countdown so I could wrap up, Cyrus.
nah, well, you were on the roll. I didn't want to stop you. Plus I gave you back 30 seconds before, remember? So we were going.
Oh, cool. So I'm just making up for the 3 minutes. Love it.
Yeah. All right, Kev,
All right. It is my
rock it
time.
out. Yep.
Fun deals. All right. So outro time.
And
I
it zoomed
believe
in on
this
his
is
face.
nice. Did it really?
Yeah, it did.
Zoom in
Yeah,
more.
it's the
Zoom in. Oh,
best.
zoom out now. Cool. What? That's
Zoom in.
actually. Come on, give me the zoom. So maybe if I talk a little bit more with my
That was
hands, it'll
epic.
come a little
That
bit
was
more.
epic.
But outro time. This is episode, I want to say 5 of season 5. No, season
Episode
4.
4.
Episode 4 of season
Season
5.
5.
Thank you to those that still listen to us. Maybe when next time producer Drew gets on here, he'll give us some stats because I'd love to see if anybody has listened to the last couple episodes. So we'll take it from there. But yeah, if you continue to listen to us, remember we are available on all streaming platforms. We are available on Apple Podcasts, we're on Spotify, and we are on Amazon Play / Google Play, one of the two.
Mm-hmm.
If you want to go ahead and continue to watch us, me with my much needed haircut and such, and all of our apparel, feel free to watch us on the YouTube. It's free. The channel, the Manly Musings Podcast. So please tune in there. Make sure you follow us on the socials. Oh, look at the zoom when I did that. That was fun. Feel free to follow Merritt at Merritt_P. Follow Cyrus Johnson Jr. at Cyrus Johnson Jr. Follow me at KQuava624. Of course, follow the Instagram and the TikTok at the Manly Musings Pod. I'm not gonna lie, I haven't had a chance to put anything up. I'm gonna try and clip some things up soon, so stay tuned for that. But yeah.
Well, actually, I'm gonna add one. I actually have a new Instagram for the
Oh.
coaching. It is.
Oh.
Oh, I would just so I make sure I'm telling you the right one.
Okay. All right.
Go back to where is it? My Instagram. It is Coach Coach C Johnson 15.
C. Johnson, 15. If you want to hire Cyrus Johnson Jr. as your coach, feel
Wow.
free to make sure you go ahead and follow that Instagram. So, yeah, but that's where we're at, guys. Hopefully, we'll have episode 5 within the next 2 weeks. And yeah, because who knows how much longer we're going to be doing this? Because God forbid, we're out here, we're busy. But we're still doing it for you guys that still listen. We appreciate you, and let's have a good night. Peace, y'all.
Peace, y'all.